Hello and welcome back to Bannerlord and our modded playthrough, and well, here we go. We're going to be speccing a couple of perk points right here. We have Steward leveled up, we have Charm leveled up, and we have One-Handed leveled up. We also have 2 points to spend. Otherwise, we have a focus point and an attribute point. Let's see what we can do with the Steward skill at the moment. Party consumes 10% less food, no morale penalty from having a single type of food. That's actually pretty good. Party wages being 5% less, and recruitment costs being reduced by 15%. I don't really care about either of those, personally. I think Spartan is the way to go, so we're going to do that. Then we have Charm at 75. Let's see, Meaningful Favors is usually my choice in this particular row. Let's see whether that is going to happen. Yep, I believe it is, because Critical Failure is not really something that is there that often as an option even. You know, sometimes it doesn't even make any difference. So Double Persuasion is something that I will 100% take every single time. And then we have One-Handed. One-handed weapons you wield have their handling increased by 20%. And also troops in the formation you are leading have their one-handed combat effectiveness as if they were 1 tier higher. That's actually pretty good. And then we have Basher. Shield Bashers now deal 50% more damage and stun your enemies for longer. Infantry troops take 4% less melee damage while in shield wall formation. Okay, so that's actually pretty interesting. That's an interesting little increase right there. So it really very much depends whether we want one-handed to swing faster, or we want less damage taken and longer bashes. Personally, I feel like Shield Bash could be really, really fun, because there's also another thing over here. Where is that, actually? Where is that? It is somewhere here. Shield Bash is also... I don't know. I can't find it right now, but there is another Shield Bash skill somewhere in someplace. I have no idea where it is, but that is the thing that I'm probably going to be going for here, because even though, in my opinion, the developers should change the 4% less melee damage while in shield wall formation, I feel like they should either increase the percentage on this to 10%, or I feel like they should make it so that it happens in any formation at all, because in general, infantry troops, they're going to die very, very easily against a lot of different things unless you have very high tier units. So I'm not entirely sure, but we're going to take that. Usually I would take the handling one, so if you are unsure yourself, I would take the handling one, but I'm going to be trying the shield bash thing, because maybe the shield bash thing is really fun now. Anyway, I'm going to be speccing a little bit into one-handed here, and we're also going to be speccing a little bit more into vigor, because I am finding that when I'm in a situation, close quarters or something like that, one-handed is going to be really, really useful for me. Anyway, we're here at Ethemisa, mainly because there is a task here to eliminate the Bandit camp. And this is fantastic, because I need to go to the Bandit camp anyway for the main quest. So this is absolutely perfect. Now you can see here that I've been doing a whole bunch of off-screen. Nothing really too exciting, basically just a couple of tasks here and there, just running around trying to find lucrative trade deals and trying to recruit as many people as I can. Now the only unfortunate thing that I've found so far is that these guys right here, these guys are absolutely useless. And I mean, you can kind of see why that would be. They literally have nothing at all. And I mean, what is their HP even? I can't even tell how much HP they have, but they probably have about 100 or something like that. But they die extremely fast, and it is really annoying. Super annoying to have them die from like, just random stuff. I was fighting some poachers literally like 5 minutes ago, and I lost about 10 of those recruits just purely for the fact that they have no shields. And my medicine skill apparently is just not working at all. Anyway, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's go in, and we'll wait until nightfall to attack. Hopefully I'm gonna be able to take in some higher tier units, and we'll see how that goes. Bear in mind, I can die in this as well. Oh yeah. So because of Chaos's tweaks, which is another mod that I have installed, I am able to take in well, you can tweak this obviously however you want, but I'm personally able to take in 25. The default value is 10. I increased it to 25 just in case there is a particular situation where we would want to take in more. But I'm going to make it a little bit harder on myself just for interest's sake, and I'm going to be removing a bunch, and we're just going to take 15 And that's just adding 5 onto the default value. Sanyon is really, really low in HP, by the way, so he's probably going to die very fast. But if that happens, then that happens. I have a shield, but bear in mind, this shield is absolute trash. It really is. Probably one of the worst shields I've ever seen. And we're going to tell everyone to charge in here. I'm going to tell the archers to not hold fire either, because I just want them to continue firing. You can see here that we're up against forest bandits. Forest bandits, in my opinion, are probably the most dangerous bandit in the game, just as though they were, you know, directly lifted out of Warband, because Warband in general is also having the forest bandit, in my opinion, as the most powerful bandit that you can fight. Although Sea Raiders obviously do have their place, they are very heavily armored, they're very difficult to kill, but in general, you know, from sheer critical mass, if you have a party of, I don't know, 20 forest bandits or something like that, and you're up against them, especially when you have a very low tier army to begin with, you're going to have problems. You're going to have a huge amount of problems. Whereas if you're fighting Sea Raiders, it very much depends on what kind of units you have. Because let's say that, I don't know, let's say you go up against 20 Sea Raiders and you have a bunch of cavalry. You know, so let's say you have, I don't know, Kuzate or Kurjit or, you know, whatever you want to call them. And these guys literally cannot get into range. And they're going to be very easily eliminated. Whereas forest bandits, on the other hand, they're going to just headshot you to death. They're going to be very, very good at what they do. Anyway, thankfully, we were able to get through the preliminary stage here in the bandit hideout. And I'm going to do a bit of a duel. I'm going to do a duel here. So where are my brothers and my sister? Nah, there's no more talking. Kill me or I'll kill you. That's how this ends. That's what he says. Okay, apparently that's what he says. Alright, I'll do you the honor of dueling you and my men will stand down if you win. Okay, well technically I should say I don't duel slavers, but just for the sheer entertainment value of me potentially being killed by this guy, that could potentially happen, I'm gonna duel him. Let's do this. He's got a two-handed. Oh no. Oh no, he's actually got a pretty significant skull, apparently, because I did an overhead and the blow was literally just deflected like nothing. I don't know. It's like he's Wolverine or something. He's got adamantium in there. I have no idea. Anyway, there you go. We were able to achieve victory. I'm actually really surprised about that. I thought to myself, this duel is going to go really badly, but no, apparently it didn't. So I'm happy with that. We did take one casualty, but that is to be expected, of course, in these kinds of situations. So here we go. Look, we can still talk. I'll give you a pouch of silver. Okay, yeah, now his voice has completely changed. All right, so Radagos is obviously just going to go right ahead and separate his head from his shoulders, and that's exactly what we want him to do. So execute. Oh yeah, by the way, with this mod, you actually receive... this is actually really cool, in my opinion, and very realistic. You actually receive the gear that the person was wearing when you execute them. So I've received that guy's armor and weapons now, which in my opinion is very, very cool. I think that is exactly, that's exactly the kind of realism you really want to have from this. Anyway, there you go. Nathanos has been... Nathanos the Blight Caller, no less. Hello there, Nathanos. Where's Sylvanas when you need her? Okay, anyway. Okay, brother, be careful. Take care. Oh, yes, he's obviously going to the nearby town or something like that. Alright, looks like we've gotten our kin back to you, so my end of our deal is complete. I'll be making myself scarce now. And why is his face like this? Why does he have his mouth open like that? Is he a nincompoop? He might be. He might be. Anyway, your men killed my parents. Did you really think you would not be punished? Okay, so technically what we can do is we can actually kill this guy. Now, I'm actually thinking, because there isn't really that much of a continuation with the story at the moment in this version of Bannerlord, as far as I'm aware at least, we might actually just want to kill him for the sake of getting his armor and weapons. I think I might be able to execute him. I'm not entirely sure. I usually wouldn't do this because I think to myself, maybe he's going to be useful later down the line with a story, story tidbit or something like that. But I'm actually going to try it. There we go. Let's do this. Okay, so let's execute him and see what happens. Boom. Okay, so we gained all of his stuff, as you can see. Now, look at this now. Here we go. When the people heard their lord was dead, they shrugged and went back to work. Because they don't care. Obviously. Why would they care about this random guy? Because he's technically no one, so it doesn't really matter. And that's another thing that this mod does. The Executing Lords mod. Basically, if you execute a dishonorable lord that is well known for being cruel or callous or, whatever, just generally a big old meanie, then no one really minds, and you actually gain honor as a result of that. Whereas if you actually execute someone that is liked, you're going to have problems, and people are going to not very much appreciate that. So, in my opinion, that's pretty cool. And, yeah, hopefully we'll get the opportunity to do so. Oh, yeah, also NPCs can also execute me, too. Dependent on their relation with me. So if they have a relation of, I think it is 50. I think it's 60 by default. Negative 60, that is. It is negative 60 by default, but I changed it to negative 50 because I want it to be a little bit more available. But if there is an NPC that captures me at some point in the series, and they have a very bad, a very bad opinion of me, then they can technically finish the job, and there is a chance of that happening. Anyway, let's have a look and see what we can actually do here. I'm thinking I might equip the Southern Militia Mace, because I'm thinking maces going to be pretty useful in regards to maybe taking some prisoners, stuff like that. That might be pretty fun. And what is this? Iron Broadsword. Is this actually any good? It's got 88 cutting damage. I mean, that's pretty good, right? It seems pretty good, but the swing speed is pretty slow. So I'm not entirely sure about that, but I'm going to equip it nevertheless. This shield that I'm using, by the way, absolutely awful. I really do need to get a better one, and I do need to get a better polearm as well. It's absolutely awful. Oh, look at that. They actually show you your skills now as well on your inventory screen. That's actually pretty nice. So that basically means that if you have a companion, as you can see right here, you can just literally mouse over his skills and then you can see what he has, which is actually really nice. Anyway, let's take a look and see what kind of... Yes, exactly. This is the reason why I actually wanted to execute these guys. So basically, we now have the ability to wear this armor, which is absolutely fantastic. It's really, really good armor. And then we can also wear this, and we can also wear this, and then we are good. There we go. Okay, fantastic. And now we can give all of my old gear to our friend Sanion, who looks like he has literally just been born. And we will thankfully be able to give him some better stuff. There we go. Let's give him some better gloves too. And he is perfectly fine. Okay, so unfortunately I don't have a shield for him at the moment, so we're going to have to do something about that. Does he have good riding skill? He does. He does have good riding skill. Okay, so I'm actually going to be giving him this horse. And we actually have a chain horse harness here as well. So we're going to be equipping that on my horse as well, because that's going to make it a lot harder to kill. Thankfully, because let's face it, horses apparently are very, very easy to kill. For some reason, but there you go. Okay, and there we go. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. Okay, so now I don't think I have anyone to level up. No, I don't. So we have completed that task, which is really nice. That enables me... Ethamisa is one of the places where you can recruit noble units as well, and I'm very, very much looking forward to getting some more of those. So we'll see what happens with that. And I'm wondering why there's a task notification right here when there isn't one. I literally just went in there just now and there isn't one, so that's kind of interesting. I don't know why. Anyway, let's see what else is actually going on here. I need to find my... Actually, I need to go into my clan screen. That's where I need to find... Okay, Danustica. The Blight Caller is staying in Danustica. Warn the denizens of the Alliance. Yes. Okay, here we go. Phasos needs your immediate attention. Okay, so obviously this is the child education edition that the developers of Bannerlord added. This is not a mod. Okay, so let's have a look. I have no idea what I want him to do. I mean, obviously he has polearms, he has riding, he has athletics, and he has throwing skill. That's actually kind of interesting. Maybe we want to increase his vigor. I mean, his vigor at the moment is absolutely awful. He's literally got 1 in it. And I think we probably want to get him at least 1, right? So let's do 1. And then we can increase something else. Wow, they've really given him some weird-looking armor, haven't they? Okay, so what else do we want to do? Polearms, I guess, right? Polearms, steward, leadership. I mean, all of this other stuff is basically useless in my opinion. I think polearms is probably going to be really good. And apparently he shows real ability in charm. So that's going to be pretty good. If I do die, then I can become this guy, and then I can have 1 point in charm. So that's going to be really, really useful. If you can't tell, I'm being funny. A little bit sarcastic there. Anyway, let's go into the village, and we'll just try and see if I can recruit a couple more people. I almost have maximum company size as well, which is actually really nice. Anyway, there we go. Can't sell their... yeah, I don't really like that one. Can't sell their products. I'm not a big fan of doing that. Okay, so let's just take a quick look here. I'm going to sell the oil for a very, very nice profit. And we also want to just check the trade prices. I haven't had a good amount of trading in a while. I'm not entirely sure why that is, but it seems to me like it's very, very difficult to get any good trades going on at the moment. I'm just going to sell all of this stuff, and I actually want to get a caravan up and running as soon as possible. I'm thinking Sanion might be a really good addition to leading a caravan, so I'm thinking we might want to do that for him. But the one thing I do need to do is get a better shield. So I'm thinking we're probably going to get a better shield for myself, and we're going to get a better shield for him as well. So let's have a look and see what we want to do. Maybe a light cavalry kite shield or something like that. I mean, you can see here that that's just so incredibly much better than what we're already using. Let me actually just change the value of things, and let's see what is the most expensive. Okay, so the Pavis shield apparently is the best, according to the pricing at least. I mean, obviously it very much depends on what you want. Personally, I think Pavis shields are really, really good because they do cover most of your body and your hitbox, which really makes a huge difference. But I don't really want to spend 8,000 on that. Armor-piercing bolts, look at that. Wow. Yeah, also armor-piercing arrows, that's actually insane. So if we were to, you know, actually use a bow, I can't use a bow at the moment, or ever, maybe. I'm not entirely sure if I can even use one at the moment. I could use a crossbow. But yeah, there are a whole bunch of different arrows and things that were added by Open Source Armory, which is another mod that I have installed. So that's actually really cool. I like that a lot. Okay, so I'm going to get this for myself, and then I think I'm just going to give Sanion the... should I really give him the makeshift kite shield? No, I shouldn't really. I should give him something a little bit better than that, shouldn't I? So let's give him the iron-rimmed oval shield. I mean, I'm going to spend 3,600 on this, which is not something that I particularly want to do. I feel like it might be a bit of a waste, but yeah, what is money if not to spend it on this random fellow who's probably going to end up dying anyway, right? Okay, yeah, so let's just give him that, and then we're going to give him a new sword. Oh yeah, I should buy a lance, shouldn't I? Yeah, I should buy a lance. Okay, so let's actually take a look. Let me see if I can buy a really, really good lance that enables me to do couch lancing. This is not couch lanceable. No. Really? None of these are couch lanceable? Are you serious right now? No, that just has a bonus against shields. Oh, it can couch lance. Okay, phew. I thought to myself, wait a minute. I'm missing something right here, surely, right? Yeah, I was definitely missing something. Okay, so unfortunately, most of these are extremely expensive. So it is highly unlikely I'm going to be able to do anything with these at the moment. Wow, there was some really cool stuff. Look at that. Whoa, look at that. That's a cataphract lance. You can't use a shield with this, but look at its reach. It's got 358 length. Manhunter Bone Crusher. Look at that. That's a two-handed polearm, which is blunt damage. Can you imagine using this to take prisoners? That would be insane. Okay, I'll tell you what. We're not going to get a caravan right now. We're going to go into the arena because there is one right now going on at Danustica, and it would make quite a bit of sense for us to go in here and see if we can... Oh no. This is not going to go well. Can you tell why? Yes. This is actually going to go extremely badly. Yeah, we got Sarandon, Oros, and Honoratus, or as I like to call him, Dishonoratus. And yes, they are all in here. Okay, so how am I going to do? Okay, well, I'm up against some not so good units right now. I would go so far as to say they are not good at all. They are the dregs. Okay, here we go. Nice. Eliminate him. He must be... Oh, he must be stopped with apparently jetpack abilities. I'm not entirely sure why he went floppy in such an explosive manner. He must have had some curry last night or something. Who knows? Okay, here we go. I should do a shield bash, shouldn't I? Eh? I should do a shield bash. Because I have the ability to do that now. And oh, look at that. Oh, that would have been so nice if only he hadn't been pushed out of my range. That would have been really, really fun. Yeah, get it. Oh, he had enough time to recover. I think if it was a slightly less skillful opponent, I probably would have been able to make something work there. But unfortunately, this guy's got some pretty good skills. I have no idea what kind of level this guy has, but I think his stats are pretty good. So that's that's a little bit problematic, isn't it? Okay, so we're actually going to be getting a really, really good shoulder piece or a cape after this. This has got 16 body armor. I might even want to use that instead of what I'm currently using, but we'll see. Anyway, that fellow that was actually fighting us before is now on our team, which is really strange, but I guess that's good because he put up quite a significant fight. So let's see what we can do here. I'm moving really slowly as well. I really want to get my athletic skill leveled up. Who's this? Oh, this is what? A hired crossbowman. Oh, did you see that? Look at his turning. What the? This guy is like supernatural right now. Okay, I'm doing some damage. Okay, yeah, don't let me have all the attacks. Thank you. Please don't die. If this guy dies, we are basically done. Oh no, are you serious? He literally got killed by a hired crossbowman? I've leveled things out. Oh, I've leveled things out. Okay, that's fantastic. Okay, I'm gonna go for the shield bash. Boom, shield bash. Nice, got some free damage. I'm gonna shield bash him again. There we go. Got some free damage. Nice. Okay, it seems like this guy doesn't have good enough skills to be able to recover in time. Nice. So we can get free damage on him every single time we do a shield bash. Look at that. That is fantastic. That's how we're going to win this. That's exactly the reason why I took that shield bash skill. These kinds of situations when it's a 1 versus 1 and we really, really badly want to win. Unfortunately, he seems to have wised up, shall we say, to my strategy. Alright. Okay, so we're up against the guy, again, that actually put up quite a bit of a fight previously, and Oros has made it through to the final round. This is going to be a headache and a half. Let's see if we can actually achieve victory. Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, yes. Stay at arm's length, sir. That is where I am the most deadly. Thank you. No. Okay, we do bear in mind that we obviously do have that combat module installed, so it does make a difference, the amount of force behind things and speed and everything. That's the reason why these guys are not doing that much damage to me, and I'm not doing that much damage to them. Okay, here we go. Ah. Come on, get him. Yes, nice opening right there. Oh, and that was fantastic. That was perfect timing on my part, if I do say so myself. Oh, yes, I should really pat myself on the back a little bit there. Anyway, it's about time that we face our Grim Reaper. Oros is his name, and killing me is his game. It will happen very, very soon. Watch this. Is he? Is he actually fast? Or is it just me? He doesn't seem that fast. Oh, okay, yeah, he's much faster than I am. I mean, obviously, I have, what, 43 in one-handed. Gonna go for shield bash? Nice. Got 7 damage on him. That was not really that good. Oh, and we went for the shield bash when we were out of range, unfortunately, but I did get a nice overhead after that. Ooh, that was a nice feint from him too. Oh, we got him. Whew. All right, that was pretty close. That was pretty close, if I do say so myself. And now we have a very nice set of Lamella Pauldrons, which I am very pleased about. And we also have a decent amount of cash too. So we are going to be able to get that caravan that I really, really wanted to get. And now we are... now I'm actually deciding whether I want to use those pauldrons for myself, because you can see here that it does give me some armor, which is actually equaling out to be exactly the same as the bear pelt that I'm actually wearing right now, except it reduces my body armor, that is. I'm thinking we're probably going to use the new one, because armor is something that isn't really that high, and usually we have a pretty significant amount of body armor already, and now you can see here that they're a little bit more evenly spread, which I quite like, and that means that I can actually give the bear pelt over to Sanion, who is going to be very, very pleased with that, because let's face it, he was wearing something that gave him 4 body armor. He must not have felt very good about that. So thankfully he's now wearing that, and now we can go and we can hopefully speak to someone about getting a caravan. There we go. I accept these conditions. Sanion. There we are. Alright, so Sanion is going to go and do that stuff. Hopefully he's going to make a massive amount of cash, and we'll see what happens. Now, bear in mind that I do have the mod Caravans Give Trade Experience Redux, and the previous one required Harmony. This is the Redux version that does not require Harmony, so if you don't want to use Harmony, then you don't have to with this version, but obviously some of the other mods that I'm currently using do require it, so that's the reason why I'm using it. Anyway, let's see what I can do here. I would probably like some mules, so let me actually just get a couple. I don't think I'm going to be buying any more desert horses, although desert horses could be very, very lucrative if I buy a couple and then take them on over to Sanala. So I'm thinking we might want to do that, and along the way just try to fight as many bandits as possible. Maybe see if there are any tasks for manual laborers, because I actually have a bunch of bandits that are definitely eligible for that task. Because usually, you know, manhunters, they're not going to be tradable or anything like that. Train troops, get out of here with that. Get out of here with training your troops. I really do not like that quest one bit. I know a lot of people have told me in the past, it's really easy to do that, you know, it's really easy to train up those troops. But every single time I do that quest, I always end up failing it in some way or another. So I'm just like, no, okay, you know what? I know what I'm good at. I'm not good at that. I'm not good at most things, but I generally just don't want to get involved in that really annoying, tedious thing. So that's the reason why I'm not doing that. Anyway, let's see if we can make our way. I might have some issues, actually. I might have some issues with some with my money situation right now, because I'm wondering. Yeah, I might actually have a problem. Okay, so wait a minute. Let's actually have a look here. Party can carry 30% more weight, or your shops have 20% less upkeep. Well, I am going to get a bunch of shops, by the way. I am going to get, what are they called here? Workshops, that's it. I am going to get workshops, and party carrying 30% more weight. That is really, really good, in my opinion. but I'm actually going to take Market Dealer this time. Usually I don't take this, but I'm going to take Market Dealer because we're going to be investing in quite a few marketplaces all over the place. So I'm thinking that that could be quite good. Extortion by Deserters. I might like to do this quest. I am a little bit worried about it, though. I am a little bit worried. So I'm not entirely sure if we're going to be able to do this without sustaining huge amounts of casualties. But I'm going to try it nevertheless, just because we might get some nice experience from it. I have to wait here in the village because otherwise the deserter party will not even come close and they will run away before we can even engage them. And they'll be like, "Oh, we can see you standing there. Ah, you can't trick us," and so on and so forth. So, thankfully, yeah, they didn't see us this time. What is this sword? This sword looks weird, right? Look at that. It's got a weird shape to it. Oh well. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm happy with that. I mean, it seems pretty nice. It's got a good reach to it as well. You know, and we're obviously now going to be putting our people into a shield wall formation for that 4% reduced damage. Oh yeah, 4% reduced damage. I can't believe they could spare it. Oh yes. You know, it's like it's like one of those things. You know, it's like I don't know. It's like opening a savings account or something like that. You know, it's like, oh, did you know that we will give you 0.015% interest every 5 years? And then I'm like, oh, really? That's very useful. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. It's just it's kind of like 4%. Does that really do much? No, it doesn't really do much at all. So that's the reason why I was saying earlier, hey, you might want to change that a little bit. You know, you might want to change it to like 10% or something like that. That might be kind of cool. But anyway, I'm gonna be a bit careful here because I really don't want to die. And wait a minute, where's my shield? Oh, my shield is super small. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the shield, actually. I feel like the shield is kind of bad. Okay, these guys are just charging in, apparently. Okay, I'm just going to tell all my guys to charge in, apart from my archers. My archers can just stand at the back here. I'm going to see if I can maybe get some one-handed skill. Nice. There's a little bit. Oh, really? Are you serious? Get out of here. Get out of here. You imbecile with your terribly effective polearm attacks. I'm not a big fan of you. Thank you. Okay, there we go. Nice. Oh, that was some nice damage. I'd like to get to 50 one-handed, if at all possible. There's 48. We might be able to do it. Not with 10 damage. Let's just say that. Not with 10 damage. I'm never going to make it with 10 damage. There we go. That's a little bit better. There's 49. We might be able to make it if I get one more kill, potentially. Or just a little bit more damage done. There we go. We made it to 50. Okay, that's fantastic. If only I could get a kill. Right? My kingdom for a kill? Ah, there we go. Okay, I don't have a kingdom, so haha. Yes, I have tricked the denizen that decided that they would trade the kill for you know, my kingdom, because I don't have one. But there you go. Alright, that's fantastic. We actually got to 53 one-handed, which is pretty good. And we lost a grand total of 0 units, which is actually fantastic, because this guy took the majority of the losses, which is very good. I like that. And we'll take the prisoners, even though they are not really going to do much for us. We're going to take the desert horse and all that stuff too. And, oh, I actually have to speak to this guy as well, because he's basically going to say to me, oh, half of the coin is enough for our needs. I'm actually going to take all of it, mainly because I think I'm going to need the cash, because I have to pay Sanion's wages, and I'm a little bit worried about not having enough to be able to do that. So that's the reason why I'm doing that. Anyway, let's just go in here, see if I can maybe buy some trade goods. There might be some really, really useful things. I'm not entirely sure. I mean, beer is pretty prevalent here. Flax is also pretty good here too. So I'm thinking we might buy some flax. Let's buy 50 flax or something like that. I mean, it's pretty cheap. And it's not really going to be that much of a loss if it turns out to be a complete dead end. And do bear in mind, I still have those horses that I'd like to sell at Sanala if at all possible. If that place is still lucrative, that is. Because it might not be. It might be pretty awful. Okay, so flax is okay here, not great. And you can see here that dates are doing quite well. Oh, grain is absolutely fantastic here. Oil is really, really good too. As you can see, you can actually sell oil at the... wow. At the western... ooh, this might be really good. Oh, I don't have enough... ooh, you know, I really wish I had more money. I wish I had more money right now. This place is really? They're producing so much oil. I can't even speak, you know? They have literally like, what, 290 oil or something. That's crazy. I'd love to be able to do that. Okay, seems like there's a bit of an alliance being formed here as well. Thanks to the diplomacy mod, we now have alliances that can be formed, which is very cool, in my opinion. All right, so Sonala, we have finally arrived. Let's see. Horses are not selling for that much. Well, that is a somewhat unfortunate eventuality, isn't it? Okay, well, I'm just going to sell all of the armor that we have, and we'll sell some of the thrown weapons as well. The oil is actually selling for a pretty decent amount, but obviously not as much. Oh, FLAX sells here for an... Oh, okay. We've got a good trade route right here. I'm going to sell all the FLAX. Nice amount of... Really? Just 1 point? Okay. Well... If that's how it's going to be, then that's how it's going to be. Can't really do much about that. Oh, Byron has actually advanced in level. That's really nice. And let's go for Askar right here. I'd love to be able to go to Askar and then maybe see if we can get something really good here. I don't want to recruit any of the units at the moment. Okay. So here we go. This is where you want to buy horses basically every single time in every single game. Askar usually has really good horses. So let's see if I can maybe buy something else that can be traded at Sonala for a decent profit. You can see grain. Okay, so here's the thing with grain. Grain is really, really good if you can buy it at like 5, 6, 7. But usually you're going to get a very small profit unless you can find a town that has either just very, very recently been under siege, or just has very little amount of grain, because they don't have any grain nearby to them. Trash item, you can buy that for 1 gold. Very good. Alright, oh, look at this! Tools! Oh yeah, give me that. Oh yes, I will be buying all of your tools. Thank you very much. Look at how much, look, they have so many tools. This is gonna be crazy. This is going to be absolutely insane. If we can make this work, this is going to be really, really good. Okay, so I probably will not be buying any horses right now, or maybe I'll buy 1. No, you know what? I'm not going to buy any horses. I don't need any horses, not with the amount of tools that I have now just purchased. Let's make our way over there, shall we? I'm still on the lookout for a task for manual laborers. I think I might have to go over in this direction to be able to find some, because I couldn't find any on the other side of the territory of the Aserai. So, well, technically these are not the Aserai, they're another faction as well. So I'm just calling them the Aserai for the moment. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, look at this. I bought these for 20 each. And now I'm selling them for 132. Now I know how Billionaire X feels, whoever that may be. You know, insert random billionaire here. Anyway, let's have a look here. Let's see what we can do. Okay, yeah, so the price is going to depreciate really, really fast, but we've already made a massive amount of cash, and we're still getting a huge, huge profit. Just look at that. Huge profit. Wow. That is absolutely insane. Look at that. That's amazing. Okay, and dates. Dates are actually selling for a decent amount here as well. I can buy this for a pretty good profit, I think. I might actually just buy a couple. Let's buy 25. I'm going to sell the oil here as well, because I think we're eating it right now. And there you go. I got 9 points. Look at that. 9 points in trade. That's exactly what we want. I'm also getting trade skill from Sanion Trading as well. As you can see, he's also getting trade skill too, which is really nice. Usually that would not be the case in the base game. And this landowner needs manual laborers. Wow. Fantastic. Look at that. 12. Yeah, that is exactly great. I have, I think, about 12 that I can give him. I have 14, actually. Yep, I have 14, and we're going to be giving him all of them, because we're going to get 4,700 for that. That's crazy. Okay, so now we're up at 11,400, and I think I need about 15,000 to be able to purchase a workshop. I'm going to be purchasing a workshop, but I'm not entirely sure where to purchase it just yet. So if you'd like to provide a couple of suggestions here and there, then by all means, let me know. But my preliminary thought process on that was to go all the way over to Epicrotia. Epicrotia, in my opinion, is one of the best, because there are 2 villages with iron ore really close by, as you can see, Mekalovia and Marathia. They both produce iron ore, and if you build a smithy or whatever it is at Epicrosia, then you're going to be getting a massive amount of cash right there, because they're going to produce tools at a remarkable rate. Hopefully, that's cross fingers. I don't actually know whether they're going to do that. Same thing with Maranath as well. If you have a smithy in Maranath, then it's really good, because the travel time between this village and Maranath is literally almost 0. It's like, what, 2 seconds or something? So it's really, really fast. And then otherwise, as far as I'm aware, there is another place. I think it is... I think it is Cyronea. I think I might be getting that... I think it's Cyronea, or I think someone said to me that a wool weavery is really, really good, but I can't remember where that was. And now that they've added a bunch of new towns and stuff, I might have to reevaluate where I want to build things. Yeah, as you can see, look, there's wool over here, so we might want to build a wool weavery over there. That might make sense. I'm not entirely sure just yet. Oh well, never mind. Okay, so we do have a couple of prisoners still left over, but that's not really going to make any difference. This is an Army of Poacher quest, which is absolutely fine, and we have gained another point in trade. So we have another perk point to spend. What are we going to do? Your caravans gather trade rumors, 50% decrease in buy price penalty from villages, and your workshops gather trade rumors. Okay, so now here's the thing. I personally feel like the caravan trade rumors is just so powerful. Your caravan's going to be going all over the place. It's going to make all the difference in the world. So I personally feel like this is really good. But the... Oh, this is actually not even that good. The secondary perk for the workshops gather trade rumors, 15% decrease in sell price penalty for animals. This is only good if you're thinking about selling a bunch of horses and so on and so forth. But I'm actually going to be taking the caravans gathering trade rumors. I think that's just way too powerful to pass up. And then what do we have here? To be blunt, increases your damage with axes and maces by 5%. Don't really care too much about that. I'm going to be going for 2% swing speed, in my opinion. Yes, 2% swing speed is the way to go for me at the moment. I'm going to be going for some more polearm skill, and we're going to be going for some more endurance. And now we have everything at 6, social, endurance, and vigor. Hopefully we're going to be able to continue increasing our trade skill. I am hoping that I will be able to get to everything as a price. That is my end goal for the most part, and then we'll see what we can do, because obviously there are so many more towns to trade with people, and diplomacy is also instated as well, and then you just have a whole bunch more options. Yeah, now we have obviously we still have this quest, but I don't really care about that too much. Anyway, I think that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.